this is just our discussion on different things, whether we're talking about marketing, different types of things. Last week we talked about builder's warranty inspections and some of the problems in getting a list and other things that we've never had in the past. So we've been talking about that, and today I wanted to talk about pre-listing inspections. And I got just kind of the first question right out of the box on this. Um, is it worth your effort to do pre-listing inspections as a home inspector? I mean, what do y'all think? I mean, is it worth it to you? John, let's just start with you and talk about it. I mean, do you think it's worth it, a worthwhile strategy right now?
Yeah, it's a good program. I've pushed it real hard here. And I've had some pre-listing inspections. But in the market we're in the last 2 years, it's not happening. But before that, I really pressed it hard and I got some work out of it. Never got the full boat that I had hoped to get for it. I always kind of thought of that would be, great fill-in work to keep the schedule full, and it never fully developed to what I wanted it to, but it's good work when it comes in. Because there's no liability.
Right.
You don't have any
Right.
liability. You go in there, it's not like the people, well, I wouldn't have bought that house if you didn't tell me this. They got to sell the house. So you're going in there guns a blazing, full hammer down, and giving them the straight boot.
Yeah, you're kind of their advocate now.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I
that's
did have
awesome.
I did have one though where I did the pre-listing inspection and coincidentally also got hired by the buyer to do the inspection again. And I won't do that again. I'll call it a conflict of interest for the future.
Yeah. I mean, that happened to us too. We've disclosed it, or we've gone over the inspection report for a fee with them or whatever. So, but we definitely had that. Like, Gazelle, how about you guys? Are you doing pre-listing inspections there in
All the
Georgia?
time, all the
Yeah.
time.
You're in a
We
really
have an
vibrant
agent that
market.
every house that he's listing, he wants to do. We have actually three agents. They want to do a pre-listing before they put it on the market.
There is some business people in the real estate business. Wow, what do you know? We're going to invest our money to market your home and it has to be sellable. Woohoo!
Yeah. So, and then when they're buying the house, we go and do the inspection for the home they're buying. So it works really well for us. And we have an agent that loves this program because when we do the pre-listing inspection, I guess he discloses everything, and then he shares the report with whoever agent is interested for their buyers. And
Mm-hmm.
this guy told us that two of the houses that we've done the pre-listing have sold over the asking price.
There you go. That is the key for the agents, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
And it reduces their liability from, failure to disclose lawsuits because, real estate agents, they walk through enough homes, they see things are glaring errors, they know them, but they fail to say anything about it when the seller doesn't cough that up on the old seller's disclosure
Mm-hmm.
statement. Now, and I know you guys live in a very vibrant market there in the metro Atlanta area, and so things still going good because we talked to you before the call, so that's fantastic. So it's definitely a worthwhile program to you guys. Now, DeAnthony, how about yourself? I mean, are you doing them? Is it a vibrant market and where you are and
Let,
what's happening with them?
let me say real quick, DeAnthony's in that market too.
Oh, in the metro Atlanta. Okay, good.
I do them, but I don't get them as much as I would like to. I always let people know, that I do pre-listing inspections and I give them the benefit of, getting ahead of those repairs and those things that may come up on the buyer's inspection report. For a few years ago, I don't do this anymore, but when I was first getting started to try to just get some business going and get my phone ringing, I would do a pre-listing checklist inspection.
Hmm.
All I'm doing is hitting the key areas, structural, plumbing, electrical, HVAC, but I'm not giving pictures or a report. It's just a checklist. Hey, do this, do this, do that. And that serves the report. And I was doing it for like 275, 250. And that was, some people hear that like, oh, okay, you're gonna tell me, but yeah, so some of them wanted it. So sometimes, some people will go for that And then 9 times out of 10, they would just go for the full inspection because they want the full report with the pictures and the videos and all this stuff. But I don't do the check. It's either gonna be all or nothing. So,
Yeah, that makes sense, complete sense. So do you have a formal program now and you push it with the real estate agents and others to try to get that business, or you just are so busy doing other things, you're not really working on that part of it?
formal program just specifically to promote pre-listing? No, um, I don't. I just let them know that I do it and what's involved with it and, and how it could potentially help them, sell the home. But yeah, I'm not aware of any programs. And you guys have something? You seen that?
Why
We
we're
have
here.
something. Yeah, we've been teaching it for years and years since we started. We always did them in our own home inspection company and found that they were hugely successful. There's certainly timing in the market when they're better than others. I mean, if you got 15 offers on the plate and you're not taking home inspections, that's not really the time to do them. But when you have higher interest rates and lower demand and there's a glut of homes on the market, it makes home shine. And like Zell said earlier, that people are selling these two they had sold over asking price because they had all the things that laid out. So I mean, that's really a very important thing. So we'll talk about it in a minute. Brandon, how about you guys? You still doing them? I know you had some agents that liked them, some not so much.
Yeah, we've been doing quite a few of them. And I mean, this, Ken, we've been doing them a long, long time. In fact, to your point, in the heat of the market, 2021, so 2021 or so, when the market was just nuts, so we had a few agents that were doing all of their listings as a pre-inspection with us and a pre-listing inspection. And I mean, she did it. This one agent in particular, she never accepted an offer with the inspection contingency from a buyer. They just said, there's no reason, here's ours. We do the whole web page build and yard sign, everything like that too. So, and then even more now. So we are doing a lot of them when the market has now slowed down quite a bit. And so yeah, I mean, it's been a huge thing for us. It didn't quite pick up like I hoped it would. I had some good conversations with some bigger teams here in town, probably back in the spring of this year. And a few of them really committed to doing a whole bunch of them with us, and then it never really turned into anything. But we do have a handful of agents that sent us quite a bit of them. We do probably a few a week, I'd say right now.
That's great. That is good. Let's look on here because I got some other questions. You guys are bringing them up, and I don't want to jump ahead on my slides here. What marketing techniques can we employ as home inspectors to reach home buyers or home owners rather directly? So let's talk about what kind of things are we doing? Anybody doing anything now to go to home buyers directly? Brandon, obviously you have the page on your website, which is indexed into the search engine. So when people are typing in those search results, or looking for that type of inspection, then your webpage comes up.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, beyond that, I don't know that we're doing a whole lot. We've done a lot of networking with the agents, is mostly what we've pushed. Now with the NAR settlement and those kinds of changes now come into play, we probably should think about, other ways that we can get the word out about them. I mean, we do have people on occasion, they reach out to us, and I don't know if they find us because they search for, pre-listing inspection, or if they just know, hey, we're going to get a home inspection, so we know what, repairs we need to make or not. But we do work directly with homeowners getting ready to sell their house for this, so.
I know Beth and I have been looking for a little bit of property up in the Northeast Tennessee area. And I've noticed when I've looked on Zillow for some land, there has been quite a few homes for sale. And I will tell you, they've been on the market for a long time. I mean, what would keep us from sending a piece of direct mail to those people?
Yeah, that is something that we've kind of had internal discussions about. We haven't taken action on it yet, but I think, our average days on market.
Everybody down on the internet.
Is it just me?
No, you're good.
Okay.
What
Um,
happened, Kim? Oh, Kim froze.
Is it just, no, I think we're back now.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay, sorry.
what was my thought?
We were
Oh.
talking about homes that were on the market for quite some time.
Yeah, I think our average days on market right now is about 47 days. So it's not a ton of days. I mean, it is quite a bit from the, 14 days it was at the peak. But there's still, I mean, I had a conversation with an agent just a couple weeks ago. She was saying how frustrated she was with some of her sellers that they didn't want to lower the price on the house. They want to keep it up and it's not showing anything like that. And they've been on the market for 100 days. So,
Hmm.
so certainly, you can do some direct mail to those houses and get some attention that way.
Mm-hmm. I know that some of these were on the market for a lot longer than that. And when I just took a quick peek at them, because we're looking for land, not really a house, but they didn't look to be bad properties. But I guess, because people really are moving now. I'll tell you, living in the Metro Atlanta area, you can see neighborhoods where there's a lot of people got something for sale. I might be able to direct mail that. I might direct mail that whole neighborhood
Yeah.
to see what's happening. So it would be opportunities, but I think direct mail has an opportunity in this market to see
I
it.
think so.
Yeah. How about anybody else? Anybody else doing anything to reach home buyers directly for this program?
No, I just through agents or people that know us and, call us
Right.
and, explain what a pre-listing is and
I think,
and the
with
benefits.
Sitzer Burnett, and I'm sure you guys are all familiar with it now. I've been talking about it for a while, but it was, in case you're unfamiliar with it, it was the judgment rendered by the courts on Keller Williams and the other major players for collusion, including the, National Association of Realtors and others. And they issued a $1.8 billion judgment. And because it was a collusive type judgment, the damages can triple. So you're talking about a multi-billion-dollar judgment. But what came out really more, not only would people that paid the buyer's agent's commission, the seller paid the buyer's agent's commission, are they going to be eligible for a refund? As a matter of fact, Beth and I did that 2 times, and we have a claims form now for 2 refunds on buyer's commissions. So as part of that settlement fund. But what it did was it basically said real estate home buyers rather do not have to pay the commission for home buyers. They do not have to. And real estate sellers can now negotiate any commission they want freely. And the real estate agent has to let them know that. And they have to sign off on a document that's let them know that. Okay, so now with that left, then because real estate home buyers do not, home sellers do not have to pay the buyer's commission, then what about the buyer's agent? How are they going to get paid? And so what happens is they have to sign an agreement with the client, and the client agrees to pay them a commission. Okay, I don't know about you guys, but not many buyers going to be doing that. And so there's a mass exodus of lots of real estate agents out of the market, and it's a good thing. So anyway, so what happens is your favorite listing agents, your favorite buyer's agents may be out there today and not there tomorrow. So when we're talking about these types of programs, we really have to think is how can we reach these people post Sitzer Burnett, where we just went to real estate agents before. Okay, so there are lots of great ways that we have. I just didn't know what everybody was doing. But obviously the program is very effective. But being able to reach that home seller directly is going to be one of the things that we're going to have to talk about later. But I just didn't know who was doing what now. Anybody else doing anything on, John, you guys doing anything reaching out? I know, John, let me go back to you for a minute because are homes selling in your market?
Yes,
Okay.
but it's still very competitive because no inventory. And they're starting to waive inspections less, but they're still waiving them.
Okay. Yeah, and John's kind of landlocked where he is in the Northeast, and there's really isn't any new construction or anything like that going in his community. Okay, so that's one of the things that we've been working on, strategies to try to allow you to reach the home seller directly. So you'll see some new information coming about that.